cool. So, in honor of Charlotte being on Smackdown, let's talk about Smackdown. So, I'm going to just do a little blow by blow because I ain't going to be on here long because I ain't even got time for y'all. First things first, good morning. Show opened up with Miz and Morrison coming out, aka Johnny Drip Drip. I actually enjoy that, even though I could do without the whole hey hey ho ho shit. I could do without that, even though that beat is type fire if you really listen to the song. And they talking shit, but it's corny. Overall, the shit is corny. But they open up with the Miz TV or whatever, and they talk about Money in the Bank that happened last Sunday, and they bring out the winner of the men's one, which is Otis. So this is I'm already like annoyed when I was watching this. It's just like, he's fat. I get it. He doesn't look like me. He's fat. I get it. But, like, we don't need to keep pushing the, he can't sit in the chair or it's going to break. He can't climb the ladder because the rungs is going to break. Oh, his stomach, is he pregnant? And it's just like, see, me personally, like, as a skinny person, like, if I get into it with a fat person, that's going to be the last thing I call you because it's like, you know you're fat. I know you're fat. So we're not even going to do that. I'm going to attack your personality or some shit like that. Anyway, so basically, like I said, yeah, they coming at him, calling him fat, calling him stupid, and Miz is like, this is really type hating right now, because he's like, oh, you're a joke, how could you be Money in the Bank? When I was a Money in the Bank winner, I won, blah, 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 and it's just like, okay, and nobody cared about your match that you had with John Cena, and the motherfuckers that put you in the match didn't care about you and John Cena because it was really about John Cena and The Rock, but we not gonna go there, Miz. You still main evented WrestleMania 27. So we gonna let you have that, boo. You can have all of that. Anyways, so he's like, oh, how did you win the Money in the Bank? Which I'm like, all right, fine, because you really did not climb up there. And because he's fat, that's why. Ha, 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 you get it? Whatever. I'm so annoyed. I like Otis. I like my big guys. Stop it. Just stop. We get it. You're big. It's okay. I still love you. Yeah, so like I said, Miz was hating, talking about how you won Money in the Bank and you got the girl. Talking about Mandy Rose, and it's just like, you think about it, it's like, damn, yo, you doing good right now. So Miz is like, you know what, fuck all this shit. Tell your man's Tucker to come out. We about to have a tag team match. And I'm like, how the fuck do you establish that this match is about to happen right now? But all right. So he's like, so Otis is like, Tucker's not here, like he's not coming or whatever. So I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with Tucker. Like, is he one of those guys that's like, yeah, nah, I'm not coming. like how Sami Zayn is, because we're going to get to Sami Zayn in a minute. But it's just like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't read enough dirt sheets. I barely even watch wrestling, like, consistently. Like, I peek here and there. Like, I know what's going on. I know enough. That's all that matters. But, yeah, so he's like, Tucker's not around, so Miz is like, oh, you go find your partner and I'll see you tonight. And I'm just like, whatever, any fucking ways. So next they go to basically highlights of the many crimes that Baron Corbin has committed. But mainly the main one they focused on was him and Elias, when he threw him off that whatever the fuck. And I'm like, yo. So they basically played off that and how Elias came and fucked up Baron Corbin's Money in the Bank win, because Baron was supposed to win that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He was supposed to win, and I know goddamn Otis, I like you, Otis, but this was Baron's, okay? We gonna get it. Niggas is doing my boy Baron so dirty right now. And then he's gonna be on Monday Night Raw fighting Drew McIntyre. Who you think is gonna win that? First of all, Drew has been sunning every fucking man that's came in that ring. And I'm like, I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this, Drew. Like, I'm going to need you to stop. Stop it. Just because you beat Brock Lesnar, now you want to be the bully? Huh. Funny how that works. Anyway, so it's basically leading up. Oh, they're having a... Speaking of Sami Zayn was like, yeah, I'm not coming. So... deal with it. So Vince was like, oh yeah, you're not gonna come? Give me my motherfucking belt back. So basically the shit is vacant. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn is at home with his cat on the porch like, unbothered, healthy, okay? So he like, whatever. So they basically having a tournament for the vacant IC title. So it started off, the first round started off with Baron and Elias. Want to know who won? Wasn't Baron. It wasn't Baron. Y'all niggas really about to put Elias over Baron Corbin after Baron? Okay, you know what? That was bullshit because that was my pick to win. That was my pick to win. As you can see, there's a theme going on. Like, I'm Team Baron right now. Like, give him all the belts. All the belts. So backstage, Otis ran up to Braun Strowman and he was like, you know, like, I need a tag team partner. And Braun is like, do you really want a tag team partner or you just like finding a way to cash in on me? So Otis is like, nah, like, I really need a partner. Like, Tucker's not around. Like, I need a partner. So I guess Braun was like, yeah, I'll think about it. I'm like, bro, don't be a fucking dick. Don't, like, what's with the champs? Like, y'all being straight bullies right now. Not a fan of any of this. Not a fan of none of this. Next match, Naomi and Dana Brooke had a match. And I noticed there was mad makeup on the floor. And it didn't look like Naomi's makeup. It looked like some spray tan shit. And if y'all know what Naomi looked like, she's not a spray tan. She's not my complexion. She's beautiful, but she's, you know what I'm saying? She's not my complexion. So it was looking real spray tanny-ish all over the mat. You know, for y'all to... Anyways, they had a quick match or whatever. Like, I really didn't care. Dana Brooke won with a sloppy, ridiculous looking roll up. I guess that's what it was. She's trash. I've always said that. I've always felt that way. Everybody's like, oh, she's getting better. I'm like, I don't see it, but you know what? I'm gonna let y'all have it. Just like y'all said that, what is her name? She used to be Lacey Lane. Kaden Carter. Oh, she's getting better. I'm like, oh, where? Because did she have a match with... Never mind. I guess, like, with Naomi and Dana, they're teasing something that's going on. I don't care. Like, I don't... Cool. Fine. Naomi just better win. And she looked mad cute today, but she always looks cute. But she just looked really cute. Like, the little puffs. And yo, I'm telling you, Naomi... See, I gotta make a list of, like, a couple of wrestling chicks that be slaying they looks. It's gonna be the next video. Naomi's number one, spoiler alert. So they showed like a promo package, hype package of Randy Orton and Edge, and I'm just like, I hate seeing like older wrestlers get older because it's like, damn, you're old, which is making me old. That's why, like, side note, has nothing to do with wrestling, but that's not why I never wanted to go to the B2K concert. Like, that's the Millennium Tour. I didn't want to go because it's like, first of all, I didn't go when they first came around when I was young because I was broke and somebody, you know, just didn't buy tickets for me. But it's okay. I don't hold it against her. I'm grown. I've let it go. But yeah, it is just like, yo, just seeing Omarion and Fizz and J Bug and Rat. It's like, yo, they are grown ass men, like, with families. And it's just like, they're so old, which means I'm so old. And I don't want to be reminded that I'm old, okay? Like, this is why I keep this, to make me feel young. Okay, just let me hold on to my youth, okay? Because I will never get it back. So let me just, moving on. They had a replay from Monday. They had a couple of these replays. Becky, you know, announcing that she was pregnant, she gotta go, and now Asuka's the champ, and they're like, well, how was Asuka going to? And I'm like, I don't really give a shit. I'm not an Asuka fan. I see why y'all are. This is one thing about me, like, I can see why y'all like certain people that I just don't like. I just don't like them, and it's like, we're not going to argue back and forth, we're not going to debate. I said what I said, and that's pretty much it, and that's okay. Like I said, I get why y'all like Asuka. She's not horrible. Like, I don't hate her. It's just like, I was happy when. Oh, speaking of, she came out looking like a champ, unlike Sasha. She came out, talk shit, talking about she's the hardest working woman, and I'm like, okay, she basically just listed everything like, oh, you know why I have this and why I'm on all 3 brands is because I'm tall, I'm blonde, and I'm athletic. And I'm like, I know a certain someone is like, was boiling when she was saying that shit, and he was just gonna, oh my god, you fucking bitch, I hate Charlotte Flair. But I just don't understand. Okay, this is my issue. If you don't like Charlotte, yo, that's cool. That's okay. Like, it's just when when I get on Sasha, it's playful shade, like, and my thing is I hate her fans more than I actually hate her, because y'all be doing the most. And granted, same could be said about me when it comes to her. Fine, but I'm talking about y'all. This is not about me. Y'all just be doing the most, and it's just like when it comes to Charlotte, like y'all be talking about her like it's personal, and I'm like, did she hurt you that bad? Like I don't understand. It just sounds personal, and that's where it bothers me, but it shouldn't. But it's just like it ain't that deep, yo. It's not that deep. Like if that's not your favorite, that's cool. If you feel like she gets too many opportunities, you're not lying. I'm not complaining because I'm a fan, so it's like give her all the accolades. She don't need them, but she got them. It is what it is, yo. Like she's talking all this shit, and Bayley comes out, and I ain't gonna lie, Bayley was kind of talking her shit on the mic. She was like, yo, the last time I seen you is when I defeated you for that title, blah blah blah. And I'm like, fucking Bayley. Like I said, she was talking some shit that just had me looking like I should have just sat here and ate my food, right? So she had a little back and forth. She was coming at Charlotte or whatever, and Sasha was just standing there like what are you here for? Like what? Bayley challenged her to a match, champ versus champ. Now, I'm gonna assume that they said for next week because I didn't see no match. Now maybe I missed it. I was tired, like I was in and out, so maybe I missed it. I don't think I did. But we'll get back to that. Like I said, I'm going to assume it's next week because I don't remember seeing it. And I stayed for Smackdown. I know I did. I'm not crazy. Just a little bit, but I'm not crazy when it came to this. To have a match. So she like, all right. So she was like, all right, let me talk to Sasha real quick. Get the fuck out the way. So Bayley just sitting there like, and moved out the way. So she's like, Sasha, like, yo, we did a lot of shit together. We made events at this. We did this. We went back and forth or whatever. Like, what's good with you? Like, you good being an afterthought? You good being in the background? Yeah, she is, because that's where she belongs. Charlotte, the fuck? Like, I was sitting there like, yo, Charlotte, you giving her too much props, and I'm going to need you to simmer it down. So what if it's true? Calm it the fuck down. Like, you do it a little bit too much, and it's just like, nah, this is what No, I was not into that. I'm like, girl, all right, calm it down a little bit. So she said that, she was like, you good being an afterthought? Like, oh, all right, if that's what you want to do. But, all right. And she just left out the ring. So Sasha just sitting there like, looking like the afterthought that she is. And we moved on. Forgotten Bums did a promo, and sure. Miz and Morrison, they did a little promo with Renee, and I was trying to figure out, like I said, I don't watch consistently, thoroughly, like I fall asleep during a lot of shit. Yeah, people that know me know I sleep. So, when did Renee come back? When did Renee come, like, back to the backstage? Was this always a thing, or did I miss something? Okay. Doesn't matter. It's nice seeing her. That's my girl. I like her. They was talking that shit or whatever, and they're like, hey, hoo, and she's just sitting there like, nah, and I'm like, yeah, Renee, I'm with you. Like, that shit is a little cringy and corny. And we move on to Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak. They had a match. This first round, IC title tournament, they had a match. I didn't write down any notes, to be honest. Like, I mean, wasn't really much to say. They know each other. They fuck with each other. Their styles are pretty much the same. So it's a technical submission masterpiece. I mean, I'm not gonna be like it's the greatest match ever, but like it was cool. I enjoyed the for what it is. I enjoy a nice technical match every now and then. Like my little high flying. I love my comedy. That's my flavor of wrestling. Like I like comedy. Like Orange Cassidy. I love you. That's all I'm gonna say. I love you. Anyway, so yeah, they had a good match. Daniel Bryan won. Whole time Daniel Bryan was working on dude leg, and I'm like, ooh. So he did like some little, and then like some leg lock shit, and Drew was like, oh nah, I can't do this, and I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. That should look crazy the way he transitioned and just locked, and I'm like, can't be fucking with people like that. You cannot be fucking with people like that. So he won. He cut a promo, out of breath. And I'm like, ooh, why do people do that? Like, why do y'all make these wrestlers like, we just wrestled, now you want me to talk? He talked about like how years ago at WrestleMania 31 in the ladder match he won. He won the IC title, but he had to drop it because he got hurt and he's never like had a chance to get it back. So this is his opportunity. He's gonna win it. And you know what? Since Baron want to be losing to fucking Elias, and I'm not gonna go there again. He's my pick now. Daniel Bryan's my pick. So cool. So they shake hands and you know, a little respecting, yeah, leg lock shit. Technical masterpiece, bro. And that was pretty much it. I actually like them together, and I kind of don't want to see them feud. That one match that they had at that, I think it was Elimination Chamber, because I watched it a couple of days ago. That was good, but I don't want to see them feuding. Like, they're cool together. Just like when the Revival and Randy Orton was a thing, I like that. Like, from when they first, I was like, I like this. Like, it didn't really give me a legacy vibe, but I'm like, I dig this. And we know where that went. Not a motherfucking where. Just like the Revival's career, which, more power to them. Hopefully, AEW or wherever they going, hopefully they do good. And yes, I will be reviewing like AEW here and there. This is not going to be a weekly thing. This is going to be a, you get it when you get it. But definitely, I'm definitely doing pay-per-views, predictions for the pay-per-views. Those are going to be definites. But other than that, I'm just winging it, y'all, so just bear with me. This is water. Next, Sonya and Dolph. They backstage looking like they about to, like, spit some bars. And Sonya was talking the whole time, and Dolph is just sitting there like... And I'm just like... Okay. Like, alright, Dolph, like, whatever. Just typical man just standing there breathing. And Sonya's talking mad shit. She's talking about, oh, Mandy, like, what are you good at? Like, you're not a good wrestler. You're not a winner. You're not a good tag team partner. But you know what you are? You're good at being pretty. And talking about her gonna be barefoot and pregnant with Otis babies. And it's just like, Let's wrap this up. It's going to be a mixed tag match next week. And I'm like, girl, we went through all of that just for that. Main event. Because I ain't trying to be on here long. Miz and Morrison come out. Otis comes out, obviously. And it's basically being teased that Braun was like, yeah, fuck you. I ain't coming out, bitch. And Miz and Morrison's like, yeah, you just by yourself. Nobody likes you. You fat fuck. Ha, ha, ha. And Braun comes out and everybody's all shook now, like, ah. Meanwhile, Otis is like dancing with the briefcase to Braun's theme song like Otis would, which is cool. I didn't write too many notes about the match because it was kind of like a one-sided thing. It was Braun basically just being ass. Braun and Otis did like this double worm thing, and first of all, obviously, Otis is good. Braun was like, it's like it wasn't like a smooth transition. He did, like, it was like he was doing like a push-up. And I'm like, alright, yo, like, you know, you're not really helping these fickle fans and how they feel about you with that shit. So, cool. I didn't mind it. It was just horrible. And it was just like, don't do that again. You was too big to be doing that. So it just looked crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Braun dominated. Braun and Otis wins. Braun pinned John Morrison. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. And they celebrated or whatever. So Mandy came out to celebrate with Otis. And as she comes out, Braun is looking at Mandy coming out. And like Otis kind of teases like he was about to cash in. And Braun turned around like, yo, you dead ass right now? Like, you dead ass about to just... He like, nah, you know, I'm just playing. A little jokey joke. Ha, ha, ha. I'm just playing. And then he goes and hugs Mandy or whatever. And I'm not sure, maybe I looked into this too much, but Mandy was looking, and it looked like she kept whispering to him, like, to cash in. And it's like, first of all, Mandy, what we not going to do, you not going to turn this man heel. Y'all not going to be this heel state. Like I said, maybe I'm overthinking it, but it's like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. if it happens, I'm just gonna roll with it. But it's like, I don't need Otis as a heel to turn and try to make Braun a baby face, because people don't, like I said, I don't know what his turn came from with Braun. We was all team Braun and now y'all not, and I don't understand. But we don't need a heel Otis. If this is like, I don't know, the way Mandy was like kind of like trying to be a ringleader, like, oh, okay, I didn't cash in, I want you to be champ, I'm gonna be with the champ. And it's just like, Mandy, don't be the typical blonde bitch that's gonna use this. Don't do this. Don't do this. So hopefully I'm looking into it. We gonna see what happens next week. I may be here. I mean, of course I should be here. I'm always here. I've been here for 2 months now. So I might be here, might not be here. Either way, if y'all enjoyed that, that was my Smackdown review. My first Smackdown review. I didn't think I did too bad. 23 minutes? Nah, I don't think I did that bad. But yeah, just share this and roll with me.